One of the coolest things about a new season in Apex Legends is that, yes, you get a new legend. That's always super fun. Everyone wants to main them. Everyone thinks they're either really good or really bad. And of course, we find out what ends up happening in the pro scene a few weeks later after they've had a chance to play them. But we also get a new map, meaning new territories. You're uncomfortable. You're learning new areas. Your favorite areas are gone and you have to find new landing spots that are to your liking. And that's really fun as well. But what most people don't look at in depth, I mean really in depth, is the gold weapons, because these are more of a casual aspect. You can't really count on getting them, but when you do find them, there's something very special, especially if the gold weapons are already in the meta. And this season, there's a perfect balance of one of the best weapons in the game being a fully kitted gold weapon that you can find. And if you do, you might have some insane games to back it up. Now, in Season 5, they changed the fully kitted gold weapons to the Longbow, the Hemlok, the Spitfire, the EVA 8, and the RE45. And I'd say at least 3 out of 5 of those weapons are pretty top tier. EVA 8, Hemlok, Longbow, those are all really great weapons. But the weapon I've given the highest score to in my ranking every weapons video is the Hemlok. And I want to show you guys exactly what it's like to play a game with that golden Hemlok and how powerful it can be. But before we get to it, you may have a question. Rainday, yeah, it's gold, but what does gold mean? Let's break down exactly what the gold weapons do, because most people are still very unsure of what that means before we get into the gameplay. Now, the first thing you'll find with a gold weapon is that you will find a gold barrel. Now, not every weapon takes a barrel, and you will see that things like the EVA 8, they don't have a barrel with them, but the Hemlok specifically is a weapon that we're going to be talking about today that I found that has a barrel attachment, a scope, a extended mag, and a stock. Now, for those just unfamiliar with those terms, a barrel stabilizer allows you to reduce the recoil of your weapon, meaning that when you fire, you will see less crazy recoil taking your weapon in all these unknown directions, and it will be more steady based on where you're aiming without you having to control it. A golden barrel, however, reduces something very important called muzzle flash, meaning that flash, when you shoot a weapon, it's visible, it clutters up your screen, it makes it a little harder to see your enemy because that's distracting in your POV. A golden barrel severely minimizes muzzle flash. It is still there, but as you can see, here's a bit of a difference between just firing normally and firing with the gold barrel. You can see the muzzle flash is totally less than when you have a purple barrel or no barrel at all, and it makes a big difference in trying to accurately hit your shots. The second thing that it's going to add is a 2 to 4 times scope, which is really nice for a Hemlok, and obviously gives you the ability to shoot close range with a 2 times and far as well with a single fire to really be able to use this almost as a pseudo sniper, maybe even better than most snipers that you'll find. The third thing that you'll find is an extended mag, taking the normal capacity of the magazine from 18 to 30, nearly doubling it, and meaning you can get a ton more burst shots off and also a ton more pressure when you're firing with that single fire. But you will need more ammo, so make sure you're grabbing heavy all along the way as you can. You'll find that in this game, I'm constantly trying to get more heavy ammo. And last but definitely not least, we have a very special stock that is golden. Now, I believe the golden stock is pretty similar to the purple stock, but one of the biggest things about stocks is that when you're actually using it, not only does it help you to switch weapons faster, so you'll get your Hemlok out ready to fire faster, but it also allows you to aim down sights faster, meaning that you'll be able to get into a more accurate zoomed in view to fire on your target quicker than if you had no stock or even a purple stock. This is one of those things that people don't realize. It actually allows you to aim faster, not just switch your weapons. And so that's one of the things that I wanted to bring to your attention in today's video. So as we watch it, I want you to pay attention to those things and let me know what you think about this golden weapon. I'll be commentating all my thoughts along the way, so you should be able to learn some really cool skills with the Hemlok, why it's the best weapon, and also stay tuned for some talk about Pathfinder in the meta. I have a bigger video coming out for that a little bit later. All right, let's get into it, guys. I think you're going to be really excited about this one. Yes, it is a bronze game, but first off, let's leave a like on the video and the comments today. Let's talk about if you learned anything from the discussion between barrels and stocks. Be curious to see how many people knew or did not know that info. Let's get into the video. All right, got a little drop here in bronze, pretty contested as well. Got to find some weapons pretty quick off the bat. It's an early Mastiff though, and this is value for us. If you find a Mastiff early, take it. It's going to be so effective and doing so much damage. It's very consistent. 6 shots is one of the best things that this weapon has. Just the ability to kind of keep spraying and praying, especially if you hit your shots as well, going somewhere from 26 to 100 each shot. I mean, it's very, very reliable. I think even more reliable than a Peacekeeper ever was at a base level. I know it's a big statement, but we're going to switch to the Evo Shield as well. Might as well start building up some of the damage done on it. We've already found ourselves to the second level, but we don't have time to heal. The lifeline pushing us as well. 70 cracks the shield on her. We know she's got to come down. Great scan by the Bloodhound. Got to talk about how good I've found Bloodhound to be as a teammate here as well. And of course, that is going to do it. My teammate, Magnificent Rogas, helps me out there with the boosted humans kill, and we grab 2 early kills here at the start of this match. Now, welcome everybody. Hopefully you all enjoy my videos here. Today we're focusing, like I said, on Pathfinder, as well as the Golden Hemlok, how good that weapon is, how good this combo is, and really kind of discussing a little bit about Pathfinder in the meta. I have a bigger version of what I want to discuss there, so this is going to be more light commentary, give you guys some things to think about, whether Pathfinder really is nerfed, whether you believe that, you know, this kind of state of Pathfinder he's being in, you know, get that nerf back from 35, make it 25, split the difference, if that really impacts him, or if we're going to see him in the top level. And I think at the end of the video, as you watch till the end, you'll start to see that maybe I was wrong. I'm not saying that you are wrong. I'm saying maybe there's a different way to look at it. And again, grain of salt. This is bronze. This is not diamond. This is not predator. But I'll just go with my first experience. First of all, Pathfinder did get nerfed from 15 seconds, I believe, on his grapple to 35 seconds. Now, that is more than 100% nerf. That means you've more than doubled the time it takes for him to grapple. And it means that you've got to do things a little differently. What that means is instead of being the primary movement source for your Pathfinders to succeed, you've got to actually walk places. You've got to use your zip line more. The zip line, remember, I believe in Season 4, got a reduction from 90 seconds to 60 seconds. So every minute or so, I believe you should have that up. And if it's not 60 seconds, it's 90 seconds, which is every minute and a half. But I believe they nerfed it to 60. Somebody got to fact check me on that one, but that's what I remember. Maybe my memory's off. Either way, what it means is alternative methods of moving, and this is actually one of the biggest things to think about when you're becoming a better player. And again, we're in bronze. I get it. This is bronze. I didn't play ranked for half a year. I got double reset down 4 levels, so I was at Platinum 2 when I stopped playing ranked, and then I actually done really well. I had won my first 3 games in Platinum, got straight to Platinum 2, and then I stopped playing because I started a cross-country move. So, not saying I'm a predator. I don't know if I'd ever grind that hard, but you know, you got to start where the system takes you. Okay, so we're enjoying this one. I'm not making an excuse about it. It's going to be way different than you would see a predator lobby, but in many ways it's kind of fun, and it's kind of great to try different things, and especially when you're curious about a nerf of a legend like Pathfinder, to kind of see how does he excel. Does he still do those things that make him really valuable to a team? Right now, still 14 squads left, though. 2 kills to my name, plus 20 RP, no RP loss in the earlier things, and we hear somebody. This sound is huge. If you pay attention to the audio of your game, you'll be able to have so many better reactions to find where players are and also where they're trying to sneak up onto you. And I know right away that shield cell isn't worth it. I'm in line of sight. I should just try to fire back. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense, which means that, you know, those forwards out there playing soccer, trying to just stay up top, hey, I'm with you. I was a forward as well. Let me just score, okay? Then we won't have to play defense. That's kind of my thought also. A couple of shots on the Caustic, who's taking a very weird crouch approach there. Thanks to the Bloodhound scan, we see him very clearly. Just a little dip, dodge, and duck thanks to that Thermite as well. We knock one, the Dillweed. He goes down, still trying to move over, and I haven't used my Pathfinder grapple at all. Grappling into a fight like this is almost certain death because I can't get out knowing that I have a 35-second cooldown. So what do we have to do? Slow play this a little bit more. I've got the Mastiff at the ready. Big knockdown there as well. Took a risk, could have gotten headshot, but now we've gotten 2 down. There's only 1 left. This is almost guaranteed a fight that we're going to win, and all we have to do is let that guy come. Beautiful scan as well. We're going to pick it up. Big 52 onto the gold shield, and now that's ours, and we found ourselves a lot of success. However, what is the best thing to do here? Take that gold shield or start working on your Evo shield level 4. It seems like Aqua took that Evo shield, so he's going to grab that. And for me, it's about having this gold shield, showing you guys the value of the new gold shield, which I actually find really, really good. And here it is, baby, the Hemlok, the video, what we're trying to talk about here. Now, it's hard to drop a wingman for a Hemlok. Wingman's so consistently good, but in my opinion, I wanted to show you guys off this weapon because I keep saying, hey, this is so underrated. If I didn't pick this up, I would have been a hypocrite. I would have been a hypocrite. But as you can see, we're going to get our purple barrel, our full extended mag, we're going to get our 2 to 4 times scope, and we're going to get our gold stock. And that is just going to put this Hemlok into a beautiful position to cause a lot of ruckus. I'm so excited for it. And hopefully you guys are seeing the differences in Pathfinder. So let's answer one big question you may be wanting to find out now as a Pathfinder main. Rain Day, is Pathfinder viable? I would say yes. Absolutely, he is viable. In fact, I guarantee he's viable at all levels because I've been watching scrims of pro teams. We have a tournament in 2 days, and this is no joke. People are tryharding right now, and I've seen a lot of Pathfinder teams still winning in the highest level of Apex Legends. So what was the nerf about? Well, I think the nerf more is a consciousness shift for how you guys should look at gaming in general and design decisions. Now, there are 3 points I want to make to this. One is the initial reaction of design decisions, right? The initial reaction is always one or the other. Really good, really bad. People are hyperbolic on the internet, meaning they'll be really loud one way or the other. They'll be to an extreme. That's just the way you get your voice heard nowadays, and that's just unfortunately the way social media goes. You got to be really something, really mad, really funny, really happy. You got to be really something. Nobody's down to spend their time scrolling through mild behavior and mild comments and reasonable thoughts. I mean, unfortunately, that's the way it works. So the huge backlash to it from Pathfinder mains hurts, but were they really understanding what this grapple was and where it was at? Two, that's the second point that I want to bring up. Where was the grapple at to begin with? Was the grapple ever really balanced? Or was it always OP and needing an adjustment? I mean, the grapple, to be honest, is one of the best abilities in the game, if not the best ability, and it might have been overtuned from the very beginning. To be able to have so much mobility on such a low cooldown, 15 seconds, meaning you can run away and in the middle of a fight, run away again or chase again, meant that no one could ever catch up with a Pathfinder, and no one could ever catch Pathfinder could always catch up with you, and there's no reason why that character should also have another movement ability and a zip line. And I understand that it wasn't as tactical. What it's done, the third part about it, is not limited Pathfinder at all, because people look at it and say, well, it was fine as it was. No, I don't think it was. This was a crazy harsh decision. No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was harsh. And third, what I think it's focused is made things more. You have more risk in using your grapple, meaning that the best players can still do well with it, but players who aren't as good at it will not have as much leeway. And, you know, competitive scenes, I've casted them forever. The characters that give a player the most leeway to mess up, those are the characters that are used here. As you can see, this lifeline might have just messed up. We've got the Hemlok. It's time to show off the gold value right there. 23 to the burst. We've broken shield. She's got purple as well. Trying to fire off 46. Another 46 as well. And we take down the lifeline as it was pushing our teammate. Really easy on the knockdowns, which is something I also really love. Somebody flying up there. We've broken the white shield. They don't have much to go off. We're going to get a little slide into the zip line as we jump up and try to figure it out. The Mastiff comes out, and the Mastiff is swinging. She dives right into me, and look at this baby. All the consistent pressure, the damage. She knows one shot is coming up right after that one. I miss it trying to get behind the shield. I think she's going to throw up, but she just doesn't throw it up. So I just go right at the dome, and we make sure we finish that off, grab the backpack, switch it up, and now we've got a shield cell that's almost going to get all of our health back, and that is the value of the gold shield nowadays. Yes, you don't have that extra 25, but man, it is really nice full healing off a shield cell so quickly. Shield cells, notably, still not as efficient as a shield battery if you want efficiency in time. A shield battery will give you 5 seconds of getting your heals back to full on a full shield, but a shield cell for gold will give you 6 seconds because it's 3 seconds per cell. Here's a big one, though. We're getting attacked by another team, and the drone has caught us, but my teammate has died in the process. Guys, we got to get over there. We got to get our teammate back. You guys have called me out for not being the best teammate in the world, but this time it's all about it, baby. It's all about making sure my teammate gets his grind on, his shine on. We're going to go for the res. Oh, I see the Bloodhound right there. Oh, my God. These scans are coming in clutch. Aqua, I love you. And he, unfortunately for him, does not see me. Fortunately for me, we get Magnific Rogas back in the game. Bien. Todo bien. So we're going to help him jump all the way back up there. And you can see the Hemlok now serving as that long range. And one of the reasons why this golden weapon is to be sought after, it's to be desired, it's to be used, and it's to be, I mean, it's just hype, man. It's just hype. All right, 7 squads left, 6 kills to my name already. You guys can see the Mastiff Hemlok combo. It's just so bursty, and it's so valuable from so many different ranges. I'm getting shot as well, and all I'm trying to do is just get cover. I can fire back. I switched to a single fire as well, just try to poke him. Boom. Just a little bit, missing a few shots there. Oh, 23. right there. Oh, another 23. That's about 46 damage, no problem. And he doesn't want to fight anymore. He's lost half of his shield. Actually, he's lost 70% of his shield because he's got blue. So we're pretty happy with that. And we're just going to push him off there. But another Bloodhound scan. We've got to somehow find the answer to finishing these guys off. Only 110 bullets to my name, but I grabbed 15 real quick. Look for the drop off, but I'm scanning the area, making sure I don't jump into more numbers than I think. But I think it's just one. And I hear the footsteps running around as well. He's firing with Aqua. Perfect chance. Aqua with the fully level Evo shield. I'm going to go with the hip fire as well. Excuse me, the burst fire with the ADS, the super fast ADS. And we find that nice kill, and we can loot up. And we can say we have won this fight after the revive also. So big time stuff. And I think showing the versatility of a Pathfinder, showing the versatility of this situation. And that's what to me is so cool about this character. That, yes, all of those things that he got nerfed on, apparently, sure, you can't do them at will while making mistakes, while dropping to low ground, then get right back to high ground. But if you keep patient, you could still do the exact same things. There's no reason you can't access that high ground that made somebody impossible to chase you, that made it so you got a full heal off and then could get back into the fight. It just means that moments like this where I would have grappled right, I got to run up this wall. Because I don't want to spend the next 34 seconds when I might get into a fight without my grapple. And that is where you have to be a little bit more diligent and patient. You guys feeling me on that? Let me know what you think about that one. I think it's just about patience here. Look at this single fire, though. We turn on the gas. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yo, they didn't even know what happened. They're like, wait, what is this? That's the golden hemlock, baby. That's the golden hemlock. I told you we got it on lock. Caustic ultimate coming through as well. We're going to back off. There's so many caustics right now trying to utilize that ultimate, but we're just going to take the time, take the space. I somehow think that I need to use a shield cell, but that caustic, it just goes straight to your normal health, and it will get you as well. So be very, very, very careful. Again, patience is the key here. We're at 9 kills, 1 assist, 105 RP in bronze. If this is you, or if this was you, I mean, hey, keep playing like this. You have to play. You have to find that balance of being too aggressive and being aggressive enough. It's not that easy, but here are a couple of things to note as to when should you push. You see a down, or you get a down. Downs are great reasons to push because you know that they're now worried about reviving a teammate potentially, and they're definitely on the defensive. This is one of the greatest times to say, okay, now we have an advantage. Let's try to take advantage of it. But it also means that sometimes you let the zone, let the other teams, let the circle do the work for you. And that's what we're going to do here. We're just going to rotate. We don't want to push into that choke. They've got caustic barrels all around, and we just do not need to fight right there. Aqua pops his ultimate, and I've been loving these Bloodhound scans and honestly giving me that thought process like, dang, this is really, really good, especially in pubs where you don't have that communication. I don't know where they are. You know where they are, and now I just get that vision, that extra 4 seconds, excuse me, that extra second, that extra distance. And I really, really love it as far as Bloodhound being able to be more effective as a team member for their squad. This same squad gets the care package. Do they have a Kraber? That'd be the only thing that's wary. I'm still holding this line of sight down, and the ring is closing. They're gonna have to push. They gotta go right or left. They gotta go somewhere. They're gonna go left here. We got the Wraith trying to find a couple of shots onto her, just slowing it down. That's about 80 damage already. We get 1 shot onto the caustic. He's got the 15% damage reduction as a passive called Fortify, so I'll do less damage to him. It's not like my bullets suddenly got a little lighter. You know, I didn't. You know, it wasn't wind resistance. It's just that he's a big boy. He's a thick boy. And there's 5 squads left, and so we are in a good position here to just try to hold them off. Using the zone to our advantage. Trying to get a couple of shots. Not really much we can do. 19, that's flesh. Oh, this could be bad for them. I don't know if they're going to lose one. Trying to get an arc star to just slow them down. They are basically just running, and that's the Wraith. She's going to use Into the Void. We're going to see if we can catch them there as well. Still missing so many shots. They try to fire back, and you know what? I don't know if it's worth it. We could try to get around this corner, but they have made the perfect flee from our squad, and I think it's just better. Let's just slow play this and run around to the left. But as you see, the versatility of this Hemlok, that long range, that single fire, people sleep on it. The golden weapon, I think, in Apex Legends really makes it really fun. And I think, you know, if you look at the EVA 8, if you look at maybe the Longbow, I'd say probably the Longbow, probably EVA 8 with a double tap. I don't know. I don't know how good that is as a, because you get the shotgun bolt, but that's pretty standard stuff. I would say maybe even trying out the RE45. That's a golden weapon I'd like to try. Let me know which golden weapon you guys would like to see in an upcoming video, and me kind of break down the value of it as well. There it is, that quick kind of snap to what they're doing. I'm just going to back off again. Don't want to die. We've lost shield. Quick shield battery in cover. Notice I'm not taking these risky fights. I'm not egoing people, meaning that I'm not trying to say, oh, you shot me, I'm going to shoot you first. Let's both see, you know, in a Western, just stand in the open, see who can, you know, basically take each other down. No, I'm going to use my resources to my advantage and then try to maneuver around. Take high ground as much as possible. Again, I could use my Q here, but no, new Pathfinder, I'm going to just walk up. I'm going to run. And one of the cool things about this, I'll get into it as well because I'm getting shot also. Big 42 from the Mastiff from that far away. 37 as well onto the Revenant. That's a couple of big shots. And Aqua, he finds the kill with the flatline onto Azteca Fox. It's time to move forward. There's one member down of 2 left. And 5 squads remaining. We're one of them, so that's only 4 squads. This could be 3 squads after this if we can finish this off. Aqua making a nice push. I've got a syringe trying to heal up, and Magnific Rogas right on his tail. I've got the Mastiff, and this time it might be my turn to push and go ahead with the big damage. The 3 pellets hitting harder than any 3. You'll see. I've got a grenade also, and this time I made a mistake before. Just put the pressure on them. Now you've got to move. 10 damage to the shield, but you know what? It just means that Aqua's going to come and clean you up, knowing you can't fight, you got to run. And unfortunately, there is nowhere to go, son. This is another wipe by the team. The boys are killing it. This is a random squad. Can you believe this is a random squad, my friends? And there it is, the other weapon. The only other weapon that I would say you'd probably want to replace right now is the Devotion. But I don't want to get rid of my loadout, so I'm trying to ping it for the squad. Say, yo, guys, Devotion, I don't want anybody else to play with this. I think this is important for us to grab. It looks like maybe Magnific, he does. He picks it up. And so we are Gucci, man. 9-3. This squad is one of the best squads I've played with for sure. And so let's talk about, again, just to look at Pathfinder. The fact that I'm not using my Q, this is an important point, guys. The fact that I'm not using my Q to traverse this world the same way is something that's actually making you a better player. Let me explain that. I was watching a little bit of this movement guide by Asu, and you know, I knew he did it, but I never really looked at it and watched it. It just got recommended, and I was really, really fascinated by the movement tips he was giving, because as a Wraith player, your movement is different. You don't have that high ground jump. I like playing Pathfinder. I like characters who have high ground. I really do enjoy this style of play. And one of the things that it prevents me from is learning how to climb certain buildings, climb certain angles, outmaneuver my opponents, because I can just out-grapple them. And now that the grapple crutch has been taken away as something that you can just use no matter what, to me, I feel like there's so... Wow, hold up, just got to get a nice little grapple there. And again, we've saved it for that perfect moment, and now we actually use it to get around the corner, save our life when we were getting fired at, and now be able to heal. It's allowed me to kind of learn how to say, let me use my zip line more strategically. Let me climb things more strategically. And then let me also grapple when it really is needed. And that's what the video I'm going to make soon is going to be about. And I hope you guys tune into that, because I think Pathfinder still is one of the best legends in the game. He's still one of the most fun legends. You could be so creative on him and how you move. And one of the things that you need to learn are kind of these 10 commandments, these 10 tips, these 10 kind of tricks to understand things, and just previewing it, when to grapple and why are you grappling? What situations are you grappling for? You should be grappling for only a few different circumstances. One, to get away from something. Another is to push something when you have an advantage. Another thing might be to just delay and to disengage. And there are different kind of methods to understanding what they look like and how you know whether one of those things have occurred. And so here it is, just the Mastiff. This is what makes this weapon so good as well. Just the range which with you can poke and apply pressure to it also. Just on top of the house. And now it's time to push in. We know that they've got so much damage done to them already. Big shots on the Revenant. We get one. And now she's fighting in the the red circle. And she's going to try to use that into the void to escape. And the only place she's going is back into the void. Big kill there. 11 to the name. 3 squads left. We have perfectly sieged. And this team is just doing everything to the best of their ability. Big mistake not actually pinging that barrel stabilizer, that gold. I should have pinged it, even though I'm pretty sure everyone's fully kitted. But you should always ping gold things like that, just in case. I know I already had one, but, you know, I think I'm just focused on, is this team going to push us? What are they doing? And this is also really just a great sign of how this team is kind of coming together. The Wraith giving us that extra mobility. The Bloodhound, Aqua, giving us these beautiful kind of notations about where people are at, so we know how to approach a situation. And as I say it, the man scans himself. We can see all 3 we could see 3 people. There's 1 squad in the back who's actually looks like he's camping and just like ratting out. And then there's 1 actual squad inside that building holding it down. And that's the Caustic squad from earlier that we were fighting at that choke point, guys. Can we get revenge? Oh my god, wouldn't that be perfect? This is the squad that looted that care package. And here's what I want. I'm just looking for grenades. This is one of those big things to do. If you have too many meds, you know you won't need them in a fight like this. Go for grenades. Siege. The big thing about Caustic is he cannot stop this like Watson can. And so yes, you are taking a risk playing Caustic. He throws his ultimate outside, and the problem is there's another Caustic barrel already being exploded. But we're going to take the roof again and look for these little moments. There's the thermite going in, and it starts the burn. This could be it for us, but they've got to bring somebody outside. 5, 3, the purple shield, it's cracked, we hear it, it's time to drop in as well. The Mastiff, it cleans up 1, looking to clean up a second and just finish him off. The circle, it is moving, there's only 1 left as well, and that's the championship given to the boys in blue. Hemlok, we find the answers to the victory, and that is another one that we just can put in the bag. Hemlok, golden weapon in Apex Legends. Pick it up, learn how to use it. Pathfinder is still great, and tell your friends, tell your mama, share this one, like the video, comment down below anything you might have learned. 12 kills, 3k damage. Yes, I know this isn't bronze. I'm not popping off for any reason except to just make it feel a little hype, okay? I got a lot of work to do. But anyways, I appreciate that you guys stay with me. Again, pay attention. Got some cool videos coming this week as well over the next couple days, breaking down some tips to really become a better Pathfinder. And I think you guys will enjoy it, especially considering these nerfs. So stay tuned. As always, never give up, never stop gaming. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all next time.